Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video. Today we're going to be talking about the funniest comedy TV shows on Netflix. Now this is our list, so if you have your own list, let us know down below. Now let's start with Arrested Development. Arrested Development is a mockumentary about an unlikable clan of rich folks who are way out of touch with the rest of the society. This show has proven to be a very liked show on Netflix, with a rating on imdb of 8.7, which is a rarity. This show currently has 5 seasons and 91 episodes, and a lot of people are praising their first 3 seasons as one of the best in the show. Regardless, Arrested Development is a Netflix sitcom you should definitely watch. Next show we have is BoJack Horseman. BoJack Horseman might not be your cup of tea when you initially look at it. It is a silly animated TV show, but it also has a lot of depth to it, to a surprise to many people. Even though the show is not realistic in a cartoon, there are a lot of episodes in which they realistically show the effects of anxiety, depression, as well as other mental issues. Of course, under the curtains of a comedy show. The writing for this show is sharp. The jokes are layered and the situations are hilarious, so it's not a surprise that this show actually has 8.7 rating on imdb. So even if you don't like cartoons or animated shows, we would definitely recommend you give a try to BoJack Horseman. Next show we have is The IT Crowd. This is a comedy classic from the creator Graham Linham. The IT Crowd shined a light on those neglected saviors of any office, the IT department. This show is a classic, as the actors portraying the main roles really blend good together. And if you're a fan of shows that are finished and have no more seasons, well, look no further than The IT Crowd, as it has 5 seasons and an IMDb rating of 8.5 out of 10. Next show we have is Shameless. Shameless is a great comedy show and is usually available on the US version of Netflix. The show follows a story of a family that is poor in America. It shows the hardships of living in a bad neighborhood in Chicago and the struggle of young people growing up in those conditions. It also shows a father that is selfish with his addiction. Even though this show is extremely deep with topics like alcoholism, drug addiction, mental illness, and poverty as topics, this show is still very funny. That is why it's been lasting for 10 seasons and has a rating on IMDb of 8.6. Next show we have is Community. Community follows the story of a man that is caught with a phony degree. He heads to Greendale Community College to get a legitimate degree, but on that community college he meets his Spanish study group, and then the hilariousness just keeps on going. With paintball wars, zombie outbreaks, the TV show Community is never ever really boring. And with the actors like Donald Glover, aka Childish Gambino, as well with the hilarious takes of Ken Jeong, the Community is a show we can definitely recommend. Next show we have is American Vandal. Netflix decided to produce a parody heavily inspired by one of its own shows, Making a Murderer, with this teen mockumentary that focuses on the vandalism of 27 faculty cars in a school parking lot. With all of the evidence pointing toward the local troublemaker, the case seems wrapped up before it even begins. But once the protagonist starts looking more closely at what really happened, everyone becomes a suspect. It is a hilarious show, but also a tense one as the mystery gets deeper and deeper. The show is definitely funny, and with only 2 seasons, it is one of those shows you can easily binge watch. Next show we have is Good Place. This show focuses on Eleanor Shellstrop, who finds herself in the good place after her life comes to an end. But she definitely knows that she does not deserve to be in that good place, and the possible reason why she is there is because someone made a mistake. This limitless and fictional world, the directors are able to create a goofy show that still deals with immortality and other philosophical issues. With currently 4 seasons and 50 episodes and a rating of 8.2 on IMDb, a lot of people would recommend it. Next show we have is Schitt's Creek. Eugene Levy and Catherine O'Hara star in this Canadian sitcom about a wealthy family forced to scale down their extravagant lifestyle with hilarious results. Levi plays Johnny Rose, a rich video store magnate who loses his fortune when his business manager fails to pay his taxes. O'Hara plays his wife, a former soap opera star who, along with her husband and 2 pampered children, must move to a town called Schitt's Creek. Johnny bought the town as a joke when the family had more money than they could spend, but now the town and its residents serve as a comedic wake-up call for the family. The show, with 6 seasons and 80 episodes currently, with a rating of 8.4 on imdb, proves to be a good show to watch. And the last comedy show we can recommend is F is for Family. This show is written by Bill Burr, and Bill Burr is one of the most famous comedians in the world. F is for Family is a very interesting show, as it takes us from the modern age and brings us back to the 1970s. This show is definitely funny, and the creator of the show, Bill Burr, said that this show was really inspired by his childhood. F is for Family is one of those shows that really pushes the limits, especially in the modern age. It shows a time where people didn't care about some issues that we have today, and how commonly they were shown in popular media. It also shows some common stereotypes people had back in those days, and even though you need a bit of time to get into it, it is a show we can definitely recommend. So that is it for this video. We hope you guys enjoyed, we wish you a wonderful day, and as always, we will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.